We owe $70 trillion.
I understand that, but
to walk out a $4 trillion solution, which is basically just a way for the Democrats to avoid dealing with this until 2017. I'm not here to talk about.
So, here's my prototype. Here's the opening page where you can see a blank US map and a switch at the bottom right hand corner that will then show the 2010 Senate results. You could also see there's a red tab on the left hand side that will then pop up the side menu. When you go in the side menu and select polls, this is a sample California poll. It will have how the candidates have been polling in the state throughout the whole election, plus how they're actually doing in the general election, so you compare your state to the general election. We have Democratic and Republican, which is the polls average for Real Clear Politics, which is an open source program that we'd be using. And then I'd click down on more polls. You could get Senate, House, and local elections, plus date and times of where you could vote in that state. This would all be inputted manually. Recently, I also added in this candidate tracker that would have the leader of each party big and all black and white of all the candidates that dropped out, and you could click on each one to see where they stand politically. So here's what one of those candidate pages would look like. You can see at the top right-hand corner, you see his superdelegates and delegates lined up there with a legend. You can see his name, a picture. It'll also, in the future, we'll have Google search analytics, so we can see which genders are searching, what state is searching most, and that's totally we could totally use. On the side here, on the bottom right-hand corner, you can see a graph. The blue dots represent the average candidates and where Bernie Sanders stands, and this is using BPN scores that I'd manually input to make a graph for each candidate. I am seeking funding so that in the next 4 years, by the time the next election rolls along, that this will be the #1 independent app for tracking politics and other elections.